Roger that. Yeah, you sound good. I'm in pilot myself, so yeah, you're making a trip all the way across the parking lot.
Hey, man, I appreciate that. I've been trying to see these.
You could, it's really deep.
Radio check 1, 2, radio check 1, 2, 1, 2.
Hey, RCT, welcome back. Today we are going to test out the CB radio again. I have the Uniden Pro 401HH. Hopefully you can see that. I can't really see that right now. The sun and shadow are not doing well. But first, I want to complain. I tried to do this video three separate times. The hard part is making sure that you have all of your gear together. In this case, one day I forgot batteries, so that was a squash. The next day I forgot the adapter for the scanner because I do want to drive around and see if I can pick up anything on the scanner. The last video I did, I tested the radio, the CB radio out at the Superstation Mall, and someone said that the the BCD 436 scanner doesn't do well picking up CB radios, so I kind of figured that might have been the case. I also used the stubby or the ghost antenna. I went ahead and bought, let me see if I can find it. I went ahead and bought a actual CB antenna. This is rated for, somewhere in here it says 2627. CB radio is 2627 megahertz. Oh, here it is. Here are all these specs. This antenna has to be delivered with whatever, magnet mount, center coil loaded. So it's a very generic, basic CB antenna. There are some out there that do better. The tuning might be better, SWR. So it really all does matter, but I at least wanted to have an antenna that's exterior, that's not a ghost or stubby. And I'm also going to try to make contact with the handheld. I did buy brought the antenna that is better than the one it came with. The one it came with, when I tested the SWR, it was trash. And this one was, I think, between 1 and 1.5, 1.5. That's really where you want your SWR to be, is between that 1 and 1.5. So we're going to try to make contact. I'm here in Avondale. I really don't know where the address is here, but I parked next to, there is a, what do you call that, a Pilot. So there's a Pilot on the other side of the street here. I couldn't park over there because it's really, really busy over here. But just on the other side of this building here, there's actually a Pilot, and there's tons of trucks over there. So I can't imagine that we wouldn't be able to make contact with someone, or at least hear something. So right now I do have it on 19. I was also told that your squelch has to be open, otherwise nothing comes through. And again, I understand, because when I used to use CB radios 20, 30 years ago, I would barely have to get the squelch to open up. But this is all you get right here, right? So no one ever really wants to sit there and listen to squelch. But in this case, to make contact, I will absolutely go ahead and open the squelch and see what kind of traffic we can make. Let's see if we can get someone now. Radio check on CB radio channel 19. I doubt we're going to get anything because, like I said, I don't know. I tested the wattage on these, and it wasn't even giving a reading. Someone said the SWR reader that I had was trash. But again, why did it work on the other radios that I tested and it didn't work on these radios? So it just doesn't make sense. But anyways, we're going to try to continue to make contact here. I'm going to surf all the channels here to see what we can pick up. Like I said before, channel 9 and 19 used to be the most popular for road. These CB radios used to have a quick channel 9 and quick channel 19 button, because again, the 9 was dedicated for emergencies, 19 was dedicated for truckers or traffic. But again, the reason why I'm doing this again is because someone not specifically, but someone on my last video said that they're still making thousands of CB radios and selling thousands of CB radio, and I don't think that's the case. I'm not saying they're not making thousands of CB radios, but just because they're making thousands of CB radios doesn't mean they're selling thousands of CB radios and thousands of people are using them. They make thousands of cars every year. It doesn't mean they sell them all. In fact, sometimes they become junk and they hide them in the desert. And they go on sale, and people might buy them on sale, and then people might not. So again, I'm not saying CB radio is completely DED. I think it's just not a preferred. It's not a preferred method of communication. Again, as I've said before on my Instagram, if you follow me, when I first bought these a couple years ago now, they've been sitting around. I haven't really tested these, but excuse me, the one time I traveled from Arizona to California and California back, I had this on here, literally like this. If you can see that. And I never heard a single peep out of this thing at all. And again, I'm not saying people aren't using it, but there's no traffic. There's no traffic. I didn't even hear a squeal. Sometimes you'll get people just whistling on the radio. I really didn't get anything at all. So, and then again, I've just had it around. You don't really hear traffic. So I don't know. I think CB radio is not done. One time I traveled from from Phoenix up to Kayenta. And again, during the time that I was traveling from Kayenta, around Kayenta, people were traveling in their RVs and they were traveling in groups. I heard more traffic on FRS and GMRS than I heard on CB radio. Not that I had them both at the same time, but I was actually able to hear more on GMRS, people traveling. I think they're traveling in trailers or RVs. And there was a lot more conversation. It's somewhere on my Instagram. Maybe I'll slap it in here and I'll show you a small clip of the video. But again,
That's a slow one.
And there's enough traffic on this road anymore that you can't really get by.
That's correct. Yep.
When you only saw a vehicle every 5 miles or so, yeah, you could get by, but now, no.
Yep, the old back in the day syndrome.
the video, but again, someone's going to tell me that people are still using CB radios. I'm not seeing Target, Walmart, Best Buy, any of those companies carrying CB radios, so you can say, oh, you know what, we need walkie-talkies. Let's go to Target and pick up a few CB radios. No, you go to Walmart, Target, and Best Buy and pick up a few FRS radios or a few GMRS radios. Not GMRS as in 5-watt antenna capable, but the combo FRS GMRS radios. Again, that's all really people are going to buy. It's just more convenient. You have more channels. It's squelch controlled. Your quiet tones, privacy tones. Again, CB radios don't have that capability. It's nothing but static. That's all you really get on that. So, all right, let's try it again. See if we can get a hold of someone. We'll turn this clock off all the way or open. Radio check, CB radio, channel 19. I mean, I got a clear shot from here to over there, so there should be something coming through. But anyway, before I spend a lot of my time here, let me install the CB radio antenna in the back. I did forget my my neck holster, which makes it easy for me to do hands-free. I think I already complained that I tried this video 3 times, and each time I forgot something, and I just need to learn to either carry extra equipment or just make a list next time. So let me put this antenna up, and then I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Stand by. All right, team, here is the antenna. Sorry, there's some bird stuff on there. I don't want to show you that. But here is the antenna right here. This is the CB antenna. I try to put it more in the middle. That way, I mean, it's not in the best spot, but at least it's not too close to the edges. I guess there is a schematic you should follow if you look online where you should place antennas definitely some inches or feet apart from the others, and technically with more surrounding on metal so it can ground it properly. I'll show you the bottom of the antenna. It doesn't look very good. I'm going to have to put some sort of padding at the bottom. It was just actually just a piece of aluminum at the bottom, so hopefully it doesn't scuff up the car. But that's what it looks like. Not bad. And I have it hooked up over here. So I have the wire from back there just kind of hanging over, and I have my BNC adapter directly to the antenna, and here we go. So as you can hear, hold on, let me. There you go. There is some sort of receiving traffic. Sounds pretty far away. I don't know where those people are. They're definitely not over here. It would absolutely sound a lot more clear, a lot more closer if it is someone nearby. But let's head back over to Pilot. Let me see if I can drive around and make contact with someone. I'll try her here first before I move over there. But like I said, we'll see how it goes with the antenna. At some point, I'll probably get a actual mobile radio in here. Again, I don't have a lot of room in here, so it's going to be something pretty small and compact. I forgot who it was. I forgot his Instagram handle. I don't like to say his name, but SGV. I'll put his Instagram here below. But he told me to get a presidential Washington, and I don't know if I want to go that route yet. I definitely want to get something that is very common. The presidential Washington, I think it has all the bells and whistles, and I'm not just there yet. I think I want to test out I guess, how do I put it? The general, the commonality, the common consumer product before I go something where it's a little bit more bells and whistles. So let's head over there. I'll see if I can make contact. Actually, let me try first here. Semi. Let's see if we're on channel 19. Radio check, CB radio channel 19. So there it is. There's traffic on all sorts of channels.
Take care. Merry Christmas. Good one, they're going to be talking about.
Radio check, CB radio channel 19. Turn up the squelch, the control here. I'm not sure if you can see that. Let me see if I can make another contact or another broadcast, see if I can get someone near me. Radio check, CB radio channel 19. Radio check, CB radio channel 19. All right, I don't know. Let me get a little closer and see what I can get. Stand by. All right, CT, here I am. Next to all these truckers here. I'm looking at some of these, and they do have antennas. I think I might have told you, I don't know if I already told you, I tried to do this video 2 years ago, maybe 3, I don't know how many years ago. During COVID, that's for sure. And I actually took a drive out to California from Arizona, and I was recording to show you that no one really had CB radio antennas. I drove by a few of them, and some of them did have it, but there was no traffic coming from them. So again, I don't know. I did see this one video some time ago where this guy, he was a FedEx custom video guy, or I'm sorry, a FedEx custom critical driver. And he drove around and he said, well, he did a little video of him having a CB radio. And he said, I don't really use the CB radio. I don't have the mic hooked up. In fact, I only use it to listen to traffic. So he doesn't even broadcast on it. He doesn't talk on it. So again, this is what I'm talking about. Is CB radio dead? Is CB radio just not a common thing for people to use? All right, we're here. Let me see if I can key up. We are still on 19. And I'm going to put the squelch to where it's just quiet. That way we only hear whoever is nearby. Radio check, CB radio channel 19. Radio check, CB radio channel 19. Nothing is coming through. Radio check, CB radio channel 9. Anybody out there? Aren't you supposed to say like Rubber Ducky 1 to Chicken Coop 2? Kind of make up your own call sign? Again, I don't know. I actually just watched a movie with Paul Walker. Apparently he's on a road trip with there's the other actor. I don't know his name. I'll pull it up in a minute. And I guess they start messing with people and they start making a girl voice. And I forgot the character's name, the guy that they were making fun of. And apparently this guy cornered Paul Walker and the other actor. But it was funny because they're making girl voices and trying to pretend they're a woman trying to seek a guy. But anyways, yeah, be careful. Don't pretend you're someone else, and then you're gonna get in trouble. Radio check, CB radio channel 9. I don't know. All right, well, that's the best I'm gonna get, I guess. Radio check, CB radio channel 19. All right, what do you think? I'll let you decide. Yes, there is some traffic coming through. Like I had explained in the other video, it's AM. Maybe I'll pick up an AM FM. I think someone else said they want to see a. Hopefully you can hear that. Like I said, it's just a bunch of noise on there now. It doesn't seem like there's going to be a lot of people having serious conversations or helping each other with traffic. I don't know. It just seems more like a toy. Perfectly fine. You know, I'm not here to judge what you use for toys. In fact, a radio is a radio. But again, in my experience so far, since I've been experimenting with CB radios and FRS and GMRS while traveling, It seems like FRS and GMRS is a place to be. Again, I don't know if people remember CB radios. There's just so much more that's advertised out there than CB radios. Like I said, when Baofeng came out, I mean, it just wiped out the country with those Baofeng radios. People started getting those, had no clue how to even get how to use them, what frequencies are. I remember I ran into a friend who had two of those Baofeng's FRMs. I said, "Oh, cool. What channels or what frequencies are you using?" He goes, "Oh, I don't know. I think you just punch in the same numbers and the same channels, and you can talk to each other." Right? He thought frequencies were channels, not frequencies. Right? So again, I don't know. But anyways, that's really gonna explain as much as I can really show you that CB radio, sure, is still being used, but it's not being used for the way I guess typically it was, where it's in traffic or road trips. I can't even talk to anyone there because I don't know if they're too far away or no one here. I mean, come on, there's a bunch of trucks here. How am I not able to get a hold of someone here? That's what I'm confused about. Is no one listening to their CB radio? Radio check, radio check. Anybody here at the pilot? All right. Hopefully that is enough proof to show you that I would not use CB radios. CB radios are still used, but not the capacity that I thought they would be. It doesn't seem like it's a CB radio for you to be able to call someone and say, "Hey, I need help. I need directions. Where do I go? How do I get there?" Absolutely not the radio to do that on. I guess one day what I can do is I'll go off-road and see if I hear any CB radio and then any GMRS traffic or FRS traffic. Definitely don't hear any MURS out there, multi-use radio service frequencies being used. But I did a video a while ago about what radio is best for off-roading. If you want a radio that is going to be able to tune into other people or that's going to be able to connect with other people, again, I heard more GMRS than I heard CB radio, than I heard FRS, and then I heard MURS. So again, if you want a radio that you can connect with other people that may need help, sure, GMRS, FRS is probably your best bet, right? If you want one where you're not going to get a lot of interference, maybe CB radio, but then again, you're going to get that traffic that I just heard here, right? Or hit up MURS, right? But MURS, it's technically only on handhelds, right? So I don't know. However is easiest and best for you, I would say FRS. GMRS is the best bet because GMRS you can use handhelds. GMRS you can use for mobile radio, so you can actually use it for different type of reasons, right? So whatever is best for you, whatever you think is going to work for you is going to be the one that you should get. I'm just trying to show you what you can actually use it for, right? But okay, that's all I have for you. I'm going to close it out here. Like I said, I'm not able to get any sort of frequencies here. And I guess the next time I do a road trip, I'll see if I can get a little bit more traffic or connectivity. But as of now, I don't think we have, I would not recommend CB radio. If you have any different experiences, if you see any other connections, feel free to share it below, post your video, or maybe we'll link up and we'll test out the CB radios out and about. But I definitely do want to do a CB radio to CB radio next time. We'll do handheld to handheld. I'll probably have to pick up another one of these better antennas. The one that it came with, like I said, is trash. It was really trash. So, but all right, that's all I have. I'm going to close it out here. I'm not going to take forever for this video since there's really not much more to go over on this radio. It's small, sleek, uses a bunch of AAA batteries, and I'm not a fan of that because once they die, they die, and that's all you have. If I go camping, if I go traveling, the last thing I want to do is carry 100 batteries just because once they die, they die. And like I said, you can use rechargeable ones, but I've tried to use rechargeables before, and for some reason, they don't seem to hold the same charge as a brand new battery. Radio check, CB radio channel 19.
Yeah, you working there, driver. Sounds good. 10-4.
Yeah, I hope that was for me. I'm just over here at Pilot trying to see if I can still use a CB radio.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, you sound good. I'm in Pilot myself, so yeah, you're making a trip all the way across the parking lot.
Hey man, I appreciate that, and I appreciate that. I've been trying to see if these things are still used for years now, but I'm glad I made contact with someone. All right, you have a good one.
Copy that. Yeah, good afternoon, sir. I'm going to bed. Bye.
All right, well, there's some good luck there. At least I talked to someone. See, I guess if you wait long enough, if you cross your fingers and hope to you'll make contact with someone. But he was here in Pilot. As you can hear, the audio was a little bit more clear, closer. It wasn't so echoey. It wasn't so far away. But there's some proof there that one out of these trucks is listening to their CB radio. And how many times was I even trying it? I've tried it across the street, tried it when I rolled through. So I don't know. Again, I'll let you be the judge. I'm glad I got that on the video, at least for the most part. I'll still make my way home, and I'll leave this on to see if I have any other contacts. And if I get home and there's another contact, I'll let you know. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you the other video that I recorded 2-3 years ago before, for some reason, I stopped. I guess I just never really went forward too much. But someone said I need to hurry up and get to the point and stop blabbing. But I like to blab because I'm just giving you the information that you need to make your own judgment on the radios, your own judgment if I'm doing the right thing or I need to do something different. But that's the best I think we're going to get with this radio here. Unfortunately, you do need an exterior antenna. You do need a better antenna here. This is a really good one, but we'll see on the next one. So, all right, team, that's all I have. I'll let it be here. I don't have a way to say radio check over and out, but radio check over and out. Be safe out there.